Good afternoon, Pep. Welcome back. Your captain, Vincent Kompany, didn't train yesterday. What's the situation with Vincent?
He played with Belgium against Gibraltar. They won 9-0, and they had a little problem in the scarf, the calf. So, and I think we'll not be able for tomorrow.
Is that sort of precautionary, a short-term thing rather than something longer?
No, it will be short, but in the next time, I think we'll not be able to play.
But it doesn't make you think, I wish I'd got a new central defender in the window?
Oh, the window is over. So with Vincent or without Vincent, we thought maybe we need another one. But we have Mangala, we have a Torsin, and of course another options, and other players can play in that position.
I know the window is closed, but clearly Manchester City were interested in Alexis Sanchez. They made a bid for the player. What's the situation with that now? Is that something you're going to revisit, and how frustrating was it not to get the player?
No, I don't know what's going to happen in winter time and next season. So with Arsenal player, of course, we were interested with him. At the end, Arsenal didn't decide on don't sell him. So all the best from Alexis, but I know him. I met him in Barcelona, and that's all. Sometimes the deals work, sometimes not.
The fact that you were interested in him, though, presumably you still are interested in him at some point. He's out of contract in the summer.
We will see in the future. So now I'm not. Before ending the transfer windows, of course, you are concerned, and we're thinking about what is the best to improve the team. But when the transfer window closes, it's over for me, and I'm not thinking about in January or in the end of the season. We will see in the next time. Now we have that guys. We're going to travel together until the end of the season, and we will see.
You said in press conference previously that you thought the transfer window should be brought forward to before the start of the season, which the Premier League voted to do yesterday. But Manchester City, amongst others, voted against that. Do you think the right decision has been arrived at, or do you think that English football has left itself a little bit vulnerable by closing its window before everybody else?
No, you know my opinion about that. Is a little bit more than 1 year here, and I know that country how care the tradition things. You know, it's from one side to move something which is part of the history tradition. It's what I saw. It's difficult for you. You change it, but on the other side, you are the first one to make initiative to change something. It's maybe complicated. So I am so happy with the decision they have taken in the Premier League. So I think it's real good. In Manchester City, what I know is agree about that. It just both know or both to reflect a little bit for the fact our transfer window in English teams will be closed sooner than in Europe, in Spain or in Italy. And what we thought or we promote is try to speak with the UEFA, with the FIFA, and then all the transfer window finish in the same time. But I think for the Premier League it's a good decision. Congratulations from my point of view in that terms, because it's important to start of the season with the players we will start, we will finish, and hopefully we can fix and all the other clubs in Europe to finish in the same time.
You play Liverpool tomorrow. You didn't beat them last season. Do you expect them to be one of the main challengers for the league title this year?
Liverpool? Always have been, always was, and always will be. Liverpool is with United is the most, in the past teams in England, in Europe, and even they didn't win the Premier League since long time ago. Every season is one of the outsiders, no doubts about that.
Pep, no Coutinho in the Liverpool squad tomorrow. A situation like that, how do you feel that it could affect Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, the player, the squad?
Jurgen did a press conference already? Yeah, so next time you have to ask him.
Just a word about Vincent Kompany. How frustrating is it for you, obviously for the player as well? He's had a run of games, the end of last season, this season. He's steadied the ship and now he's gone again. What are your thoughts?
I'm sad. So I would like to be fit. So he made a huge effort. Our physios, all the people work a lot to take care of him. So the last 7, 8, 9 games, the last season, he played without the problems, 90 minutes. This pre-season we take care of him, and he played these 3 games, 90 minutes, no problem at all. So now it was the start of the part where we play every 3 days. Until now it just was 1 game a week. And unfortunately we lost him. So, but okay. Again, we'll try to recover as soon as possible.
And just finally, what did you make of the comments by Javier Tebas, president of La Liga?
I met him yesterday. He was in Manchester, this lovely city. And I say hi and spoke with Ferran. I think Ferran clarified why UEFA don't investigate to Manchester City, because we are in a good position in that terms. But in mathematics, I'm not a big guy. So Ferran knows more than me. So they work together. I am pretty sure that Javier Tebas had some doubts. He can talk, or he was able to talk with Ferran.
Hi, Pep. Just wondering how Ilkay Gundogan is getting on. Is he close to being fit?
Yeah, he's training with us the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, he's part of the group.
Okay. Is he available to play?
He's part of the group. Yeah.
Any others for the blogger?
Hello, Pep. Your team has an attacking philosophy. Liverpool have an attacking philosophy. You've faced Jurgen Klopp several times with other clubs. How much personally do you enjoy the tactical battle against Jurgen Klopp and his teams?
No, all the teams, every time I play against the Jurgen teams, it's show me a lot of things. I learn a lot. He's a top manager, so their teams they are well organized in the high pressing. They defend well, and his transitions, when they regain the ball, they are amazing. With especially Mane, but this season with Salah, they have the quality with Firmino in that position. They have, when you play inside and you lose the ball there, they are so dangerous. So in the beginning of the season, always they are so strong. So their squad this year is a little bit depth. Last season just played 1 game a week. This season we're going to play every 3 days. We're going to see everybody how that's happened, how react in that situation. But it's, of course, it was the team last season against the top 5, 6 teams in the Premier League. The best results, always they win away and home against the best team. So top manager, top club, top players. So it will be a nice game tomorrow.
Hi, Pep. Regarding the examples of Alexis in Arsenal and Coutinho in Liverpool, players that were willing to leave but they had to stay, what's the limit of action that the manager have after the window closes and there is a frustrated player in the squad?
But at the end, the players, they are, maybe you don't believe it, but they are so professionals, and of course, sometimes the players want to stay in the club in that moment they are. Some of them, they decide to move on. Sometimes happens, sometimes not. But I am pretty sure in the 2 cases you said, like Coutinho and Alexis, immediately they will change what they, their desire, and they're going to start to play for the clubs. Because they are professionals, and when the game is on, they want to play good, and they are focused on what they have to do.
Pep, can you just clarify the situation with Raheem? Because obviously, during the Sanchez negotiations, Arsenal were quite keen to take him, but City refused to entertain that. Can you explain why that was the case and why you've got so much faith in him? Because obviously you were quite keen to get Sanchez as well, so you stuck with him.
But it's simple like that. When we start to speak with Arsenal in the last days, because before it was not possible, so they want to make a swap with Rush. And they talked to me, and I said, no chance. But 0 chance, not 1% chance, is 0 chance to make a swap with Alexis and with Raj, because Raj is I trust a lot in him. He's 22 years old, English player. They have a lot of gap to improve, and so that's them. So only we can do, if it's possible, is to make a deal, the cash, and we try to make an offer. They accept, but at the end they could not sign the player we decide, and at the end Alexis stay in Arsenal.
The questions in Spanish just for the embargo, please.
Hola, Pep. Abans de començar aquesta temporada...
At the beginning of the season, your club said Man City should be one or the favorite to win the Premier League this season. Do you agree with him, and what do you expect from this game on Saturday against Liverpool?
Sí, he tingut sempre aquesta sort, sempre he sigut favorit des que vaig començar a entrenar uns jugadors fantàstics amb el Barça, per tant aquesta ja no... Bueno, és una mica...
Well, I've always been a really lucky manager because we've always had this label of being favorite when I start training players in FC Barcelona, and always at the start of the season we always have that label, so we have to play with that. I'm not worried too much about that label. I know how tough is Liverpool. I'm sure it's going to be a really good game because Jurgen Klopp usually manages really good teams. They are good in transitions, really quick. They always put a lot of intensity, and it doesn't matter much if we are favorite or not, but I'm sure it's going to be a really good game.
Aquestes coses un no les pot controlar. Uns altres diran que no ho som, vull dir que això va com va.
Help us get to 1 million. Subscribe below.